Different. He films porn on Mondays. It's not the same type of.
It's gay porn.
It is gay
Specifically,
porn.
yeah.
It's the art
No,
of
but
it.
do you really?
No.
Yeah, he does.
I was about to say, how do you get into that?
How do I get into
it? Get into
Dang.
It all started with a dream.
I will not be in it. I'll record it. I'm going to school for digital media, you weirdo.
He writes, directs, and stars in them.
Oh, cool. I've never liked starring.
What's your porn star name?
Note to self.
Dong.
Goldie Dawn.
Big dong.
Hey, no. Goldie Dawn.
Big Don John.
Donald Duck.
Aww.
The Dawn.
Suck.
The Don.
The Don.
The Don.
The Don.
The Don. You'd be the Don.
The dong.
Okay, so let's get into some stuff. So I actually am really interested in your writing process. I know like you have some songs that are very inclined into like a psychedelic type of thing, especially that intro song that you guys played. And then I know you have some that are like super like fun and rowdy. So like what's your writing process and like what have you found has worked the best for you?
Well, honestly, it kind of started because like I was talking to some potential bandmates on Craigslist about meeting up and seeing if we could start something, and they sent me like a piece of notebook paper. And normally when I write songs, it's like all technical, and all they had was just chorus, verse, that's one song. Chorus, verse, that's one song. Chorus, verse. And I'm like, that's so simple. But yet you could write an entire like beautiful song just based on that. So I was like, one weekend I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself, just sit in my backyard, write 10 songs, that simple, and create something beautiful out of it. And so I did just that. And so like out of those 10, I grabbed like 4, and I talked to the boys to see which ones they liked. And like I grabbed those and we just elaborated and we broke that down a little bit more. And so like I'll write a chord progression, I'll see what feels good. I don't want something that's too boring, too simple. And then I present it to the boys, I record it, and if they don't like it, I'll be like, okay, I'll write something else or we'll go with something else. And then if they do like it, I'll present it to them in practice, and then Jesus will come up with like a dope drum beat. Andy, I'll write like his guitar part for rhythm, but he writes like the most beautiful lyrics, and Donnie writes the harmonious bass lines to that.
Well, dude, how I started writing, dude, the first song that I wrote was at a bar in Midland, and that one is Stash, and that was such a cheesy song.
Which I
But-
like. I like it.
We love playing
Dude.
those.
Have I heard it?
That is a fact.
Donnie and I like
It's
that
actually fully recorded. It's on SoundCloud, which is terrible. It's not on SoundCloud.
Send it to me so I can include. I'm gonna include it.
No, it's terrible, and that's how I started. But later
I'm
on,
gonna use it on the soundtrack.
oh god. So it just like I just kept on writing, and what Adrian was telling me right now, because we just wrote this last song, Ruby May, and the lyrics that I wrote, he liked them a lot, and he was just telling me that I've evolved as an individual, how I write. And that's kind of what it excites me. It really does excite me in the way that we make music, because sometimes he writes like the chord progression of the song, and it's fucking amazing. But like when you add certain lyrics or certain vocals to it, like it transforms like the music. Definitely, like when you add the drums, when you add the bass.
And one thing I want to add on that is sometimes I have trouble writing a chord progression because I don't know what message I want to have across. Because honestly, the music maybe in some instances should come second. Because I remember texting my cousin about a song, and he's like, let me send you some lyrics first. He sent me these lyrics, and immediately I found the tone that I want to set. Like if you're talking about a hot chick at a bar or something in a song, you know it's going to be like party oriented. Or if you're talking about a lost loved one or like a breakup, you're going to want something more sad. So that gives me more direction. So it goes hand in hand for sure. Yeah.
But I think one thing they didn't mention though that's pretty cool is all the songs when you listen to them, like when you presented a song, it was our actual parts. Like it was like, oh, what do you feel like it should sound like? And then like my drumming was like, oh, how about I do this? Like what I feel, and they're like, ooh,
And it all kind of matches.
yeah, like and it's like, oh, what about these lyrics? Oh, what about like. We never dictated to each other like, oh, maybe one song on Kerosene.
A couple of songs we do kind of like
guide each other.
we have a mental image of what we want this song to sound like.
But it was never
It just
like
kinda-
you gotta play this exactly.
never,
yeah.
never.
So that's pretty cool.
So and like honestly, each one of us have our own I guess, writing process with the parts that we have, and we kind of make it our own depending on what we can do, the knowledge that we have, and also